Hi guys, Adam here from Brighton & Hove Guitar Lesson. Welcome to today's lesson. It is on the Vaccines song, If You Wanna, from their album, What Did You Expect from the Vaccines? The Vaccines have two guitarists and they play the chords of this song in two completely different ways, and there's going to be a third way, the way that I teach you today. But let's just cover those two ways. The singer, who plays guitar along with singing, plays it like this. He'll play these three chords, which are D, G and A. He plays them in the key of C, but with a capo on the second fret, so he plays it like this. Okay, we're not going to focus on that way today. We're going to do it because some of you won't have a capo. The other guitarist plays it using bar chords based around the fifth string, like this. But today we're going to look at the simplest way to do that, and that is using open chords. D, G, and A. Now, a few tips before we start playing. So, this is a punk song. You want to hit the guitar hard. You get a lot more of the frequencies out of the guitar when you hit it hard. So you want a pretty firm pick for one thing, and you want to really hit that guitar hard. Now, with a chord like D, it's only a 4-string chord if you play it properly. Now you're going to be strumming it hard, so it's more than likely you'll be hitting some of the other open strings. So what I do is I wrap my thumb over the second fret of the low E string there. That way, if you accidentally hit that low E string, the note that you hit is an F sharp, and that note is in the chord of D. So you're okay there. And of course, the open A string is also in the chord of D. So that sounds okay if you hit those lower notes. And then with the G chord, it's all 6 strings, and the A chord, it's the top 5 strings. The majority of your strumming pattern will be all downstrokes, if you want to be accurate, if you want to get that driving punk feel. But that takes a lot of strength and endurance from the right hand. If you don't do that, it's okay to do more of an up-down strumming pattern until you build up your strength to do all the downstrokes. Like I say, the song's only got 3 chords. Each section just uses these 3 chords. And what they do to differentiate the sections is they use dynamics. There's a bit after the second verse where the band brings it down and you're lightly strumming the chords. And as the section progresses, the volume progresses, you start hitting it harder, you start hitting it more, and then you're in the chorus. Okay, so it's all about the dynamics of your right hand. Another major element of this song is the counting. So where we've only got the 3 chords, we've got to do exciting things with the rhythm of these chords. So what they do, particularly in the intro and the outro of the song, is they play the D chord with increasing rhythms. So you have a couple of bars of So that, along with what the drummer is doing, builds the excitement of the song. I've recorded a performance video for this song. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, so please check that out if you wanna see how the sections of this song fit together. I'll focus on the solo now. It takes place up around the 10th fret on the high E and B strings. I'll play it for you now. It goes like this. And for that bit of the song, you want to change your sound a little bit. You want a little bit more gain, maybe a bit less treble, so it's not quite so cutting as the rhythm tone is, which actually leads me to talk about the tone that you need for this song. You want that rock sound where it's not a distorted guitar tone per se, but it fizzes up when you hit it hard, but it also softens when you play it quieter, because you have that section of the song where you just lightly strum the chords. For that bit, if you don't want to have to touch your volume knob or change your tone through pedals or on your amp, you want to have a tone that sits right in the middle, where if you hit it softly, it sounds quiet, it has the dynamics to go quietly, and also if you hit it hard, those additional frequencies come out of the guitar just by virtue of hitting the guitar harder. Okay, so as I said, for this solo you want a slightly thicker tone, a little bit more gain and a little bit more smoothness to your sound, maybe roll off a bit of the top end to make it less harsh. And for such a punky song, it's actually quite a smooth sounding solo, so I'll play it again for you. Okay, so a lot of players, if they're just getting started, won't be comfortable playing up here. Perhaps your guitar isn't easily accessible up here at the top frets, so we can learn the solo in a lower position, 1 octave lower, using open strings, and that sounds something like this. If you're doing the solo as it is on the record, up at the 10th position, the 10th fret, on the top 2 strings, E and B, it sounds something like this. I'm going to read out the numbers of the frets and you can work out for yourself which strings I'm talking about. So it goes 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 12, 10, 12, 10, twice. If you want to do it in this lower position, the open position, perhaps if you're a beginner or you can't access the higher frets, then it sounds something like this, beginning on the 2nd fret of the G string, which is the note A. It sounds like this. Okay, that about wraps that one up. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Perhaps if you have a suggestion for another song for us to do let us know. And other than that, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Keep on rocking.